Hey, so it's been a while. Too long, in fact, and while I'm not going to get into why that was right now, I will be uploading a video talking about it in much more detail in the near future. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, stay tuned for it. But for now, I just want to thank you guys for sticking around through the craziness that was COVID-19, and hopefully we can start to put that chapter behind us once and for all. But all that said and done, let's finally jump right back into the video. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little rusty in terms of both content creation and battling. I haven't really played PokeMMO since the last video I uploaded, but I have been in my spare time coming up with more competitive Pokemon, and that's where this team came from. I am going to get back into making videos, and there's going to be a new one coming this Thursday. This one's only going to have one battle, so sorry for that, but with all that out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump into the team. So the titular Pokemon for this team is going to be Galvantula and Milotic this time around, and that's because I'm pretty sure you've seen all of these Pokemon if you're a veteran of this channel. Gengar is gonna need a little bit of updating, but I'll get to that later. First off, we have Milotic. Now, Milotic is an interesting Pokemon because it has an amazing special defense stat of base 125, it's a good special attack stat of base 100, and a decent HP pool too, and its defenses aren't really that bad, but where it really shines is its ability Marvel Scale, because if this Pokemon happens to get status, be it paralysis, burn, toxic poisoning, or regular poisoning, it doesn't really matter, or even if it falls asleep, its defense is going to get a 50% increase. Now because of that, a lot of people will end up running Flame Orb on Milotic because, at the end of every turn, it's going to try and burn the user, which is going to boost its defenses, and losing a 16th of your health, I believe it's a 16th, isn't really that big of a deal. However, I'm not going to be running Flame Orb, and the simple reason is because while Milotic does have recovery, in the form of, well, the move recovering 50% of its HP, I'm going to be using a Rest Talk set with Leftovers. This way I'm going to be getting a 16th of my health back each turn, and if I happen to want the defensive boost from Marvel Scale, I can just put myself to sleep. And that also helps because, say that I throw on Milotic, everyone sees a Milotic, they're like, oh, it's got a Flame Orb, I'm just going to poison it like frame 1 so that it'll at least have toxic poisoning rather than burn if it's going to get Marvel Scale anyway. No, I can just put myself to sleep at the end of that turn and still get the defensive boosts, and instead of healing 50% of my health, I'm healing literally all of my health. Now, the great thing about Rest is that I'm always going to be asleep for 2 turns. So I know that I use Rest, then I use Sleep Talk twice, and I either get Scald with a chance to burn and doing decent amount of damage, or I get Dragon Tail and I can phase the Pokemon out. Now, if you remember about 2 episodes ago and 8 months ago, then you may remember that SkarmBliss is a core that I used as a phasing team. Blissey putting out Stealth Rocks and tanking special attacks, Skarmory putting out spikes and tanking physical attacks and also poisoning things. But the key factor in all of this is that Skarmory was also a phaser. So if you look at it, I actually have 2 phasers. So even if they manage to kill Milotic or kill Skarmory, I still get to phase them out throughout the entire game and get passive damage, which is what I want, because then Garchomp, Galvantula, and Gengar can come in and sweep the team. But speaking of Galvantula, let's go ahead and hop into its layout real quick. Now this is a fairly standard Galvantula set, and it is completely comprised off of the gimmick of Compound Eyes. Because Compound Eyes boosts the accuracy of moves by 30%, and Thunder has normally a 70% accuracy, that means that I'm going to get about, I think, a 91% chance to hit the opponent, which is pretty great considering the fact that Galvantula has a special attack stat of 97 uninvested, right? Like, that's its base special attack. That's just out of the box. Then you take in consideration that Thunder has 120 base power on its own. I get Stab, and I put Choice Specs on for a 50% increase in my special attacks, and well, nothing that doesn't resist Galvantula wants to take a hit from it. I'm telling you right now, like, if you have like neutral damage, getting hit by Galvantula is just gonna hurt. Not to mention its move pool is pretty varied. I've got Giga Drain for ground types, I've got Bug Buzz for dark types, and well, psychic types too. And then say that I expect them to switch in something to counter Galvantula, I can just Volt Switch out and get good damage anyway. And plus, that adds to my pivot pressure. So Galvantula is really an amazing sweeper, and with a base 108 speed stat, it's actually faster than Garchomp, which is something that I think is overlooked a lot. This Pokemon is heavily slept on in my opinion, and I cannot wait to use it. Then we've got Blissey. I honestly can't think of a way to explain this Pokemon in a way that will actually excite you guys, because I mean, it's Blissey. What can I say? It has Natural Cure, it has Leftovers, it has a 255 base HP stat, a 135 base special defense stat, and I've got Wish Teleport on this thing, and it says it's illegal because it was illegal in Gen 5 on PokeMMO, or Pokemon Showdown rather. But in PokeMMO, Teleport is up to Gen 8, Blissey can learn it, so take that special attack, teleport out, and you got more pivot pressure. Other than that, I've just got base damage of Seismic Toss, which is 50 HP every single time I use it. Stealth Rocks because Blissey, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now for Garchomp. I have a habit of glossing over this Pokemon, but it really does make almost every team I have viable, which is insane to talk about. But with Dragon Claw, I can take out any Dragon type that's slower than me. Earthquake, I can hit anything that wants to fight Garchomp for some reason. And Fire Fang is probably the most important move on this Pokemon, because even though it has a 95% accuracy, which for me is more like a 70% accuracy because of my luck, I can use this to immediately get rid of Ferrothorn, Scizor, Skarmory, whatever steel type is in my way. And with the Choice Band, nothing wants to take that Fire Fang, even with the base 65 power, trust me. If it's super effective, that is. Now, with Iron Head, I think last video I misspoke and said that Iron Head could like one-shot Cloyster. I was wrong. I was looking at the team calc and I thought I had Cloyster plugged in, but it was Abomasnow because that's the first Pokemon in the damage calculation. It'll still do good damage to Cloyster considering the fact that it's neutral damage and Choice Banded Garchomp, but yeah, you don't want to put your Garchomp out against a Cloyster. That was my B. Other than that, it's just a standard Garchomp set. Max out your speed if you can, and max out your attack. Then we've got Skarmory, which is our other phaser. I've already talked about this Pokemon at great lengths in a previous video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it here. Just hazards, heal, phase them out, poison them if you don't want to phase them out. Then we've got Gengar. Now, the last time I used Gengar, Levitate was still its ability in PokeMMO. However, since the Gen 8 update, it has Curse Body. In my opinion, this is worse for Gengar because now you can't switch it in on Earthquakes and take stuff out that way. But at least if something one-shots you, you have a chance of getting rid of that move, I guess. That's about all I can say about Curse Body. That's literally all it does. But we've got a bunch of colorful buttons and Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Sludge Bomb, and Gengar has a monstrous special attack stat of 130, base 110 speed, so with a Life Orb we can take things out relatively easily. And now moving on to the team weakness chart, here you can see that it's going to say that we have an overall weakness of Dark. However, I need to remind you again that in Gen 5, Steel types resist Dark, so this weakness actually isn't here. It's actually, instead of a relatively superior rating, it is an outstanding rating. We have a theoretical resistance to all types. It just depends on how we play our cards and how we switch our Pokemon in. It would be really great, again, if Gengar had Levitate, because as you can see, we only have one ground immunity. I guess it counts as a resistance, but really one ground immunity. Having Levitate there would have been absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, it's just not in the cards for us. And here we have the Pokepaste. It's got all of the moves, all of the EVs, all of the abilities, and all of the items. So you can take a screenshot of this, send it to your friends, post it on Reddit, do what you want, and see if anybody has any way that they would improve this team. Because I think that a large part of getting better in Pokemon is bouncing ideas off of other people and seeing what they think. So yeah, take a screenshot of this, copy it if you want, see what other people think, and without any further ado, let's hop right into the battle. Alright, looks like we got one. And this is a very scary team. They have great physical defense in terms of Skarmory. Ferrothorn's always going to be a problem, so I'm really going to have to keep Garchomp alive for that. I can outrun Hydreigon and Dragonite, so really there's a lot of pressure on Garchomp. However, I think Galvantula can actually put in a lot of work in this battle. Because Dragonite, Gyarados, and Skarmory all fall to Galvantula. I just have to be careful with that Conkeldurr, but I've got Gengar to kind of offset that. I kind of want to start with Garchomp, because I'm pretty sure they're going to start with either Skarmory or Ferrothorn. So I'm just going to, yeah, do lead Garchomp, and then I'm just going to Fire Fang, see how that works. I doubt they'll switch out, because no one ever sees, like, Choice Band Fire Fang coming from my Garchomp usually. But who knows? They might see it coming. Here it comes, and just like that, Ferrothorn's gone. Didn't even get spikes up. And that's why I put Fire Fang on my Garchomp, ladies and gentlemen, because I just don't like dealing with those Pokemon. Works for Scizor too. Works tremendously. Here comes Hydreigon. Now, the fact that they would throw Hydreigon out on Garchomp makes me think this Pokemon is Scarfed. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch out Garchomp here because it still has a role to play. So I'm going to throw in Blissey. And I would not be surprised, actually, if Dragonite is banded, too. I see that a lot. Yeah, you're not going to be doing much against Blissey. And now you're probably afraid of being poisoned, so you're going to throw in Skarmory. That's cool. I'm just going to throw out Stealth Rocks for free. There we go. Sweet. Stealth Rocks are up. And let's see. You're probably going to try and poison me or set up rocks or something. And to that notion, I have Natural Cure, right? Yeah, I have Natural Cure, so I don't really care if you poison me. You could set up these rocks, though, and that would be annoying. I could start getting damage off on you, or I could teleport out for free. I'm going to do Seismic Toss and then teleport out. Yeah, the rocks are pretty much inevitable. There's nothing I could really do to stop that. So I'm just going to do the Seismic Toss real quick. And now I'm going to teleport as you probably poison me or switch. Because I don't think your Skarmory can do anything. You just took a lot of damage from Seismic Toss. Okay, so you're also going to throw out spikes. That's cool. Yeah. So this is absolutely necessary then. We're going to go ahead and throw out good old Mephala. Shoutouts if you get that reference. And you're afraid of getting hit by thunder. Problem is, nothing on your team really wants to get hit by thunder. So instead of Volt switching out for pivot pressure, I'm thinking about just using thunder. I really am. Hydreigon and Nope, Dragonite does not want to take a thunder. I forgot about its partial flying typing. Hydreigon's really the only thing that would even think about taking this thunder, and it still doesn't like it. And I could just switch into Blissey and you'd be back to square one. So I'm just going to get this damage off real quick. Yeah. Here we go. That's going to do a decent amount. It's not very effective, though. Yeah. And we're going to switch Sunnyside up back in because we don't care. It's all good. This Pokemon is a special tank. And here comes the Fire Blast. I'm not staying in on that. I can't help but believe that you're going to throw in Conkeldurr here because you're probably getting tired of all of my shenanigans. But just in case you don't, I'm going to use Teleport. That's why we use Teleport. Because I did not want something to take that Fire Blast for free. Okay, so now you're definitely Scarfed. That's the problem. How do I take you out when you're Scarfed? I probably should just did Seismic Toss again now that I'm thinking about it. Well, you're stuck into Fire Blast if you're Scarfed. So I'm just going to go ahead, take this damage, rest up, and start doing things. Here we go. I'm actually kind of glad that I got some hazards damage off. That way I can rest up for free. Who are you throwing out? Skarmory. That's fine. You're not going to poison me. But you are going to set up spikes, and that's bad. That's real bad. I don't like that because Galvantula's taking more damage from spikes than I would like. So we're going to go ahead and Sleep Talk and hopefully get a Dragon Tail here so that you can't set up your third layer. Speaking of which, I should get my Skarmory out pretty soon and start setting up spikes if I want to take out Conkeldurr. But really, Conkeldurr is the only thing that hits, so I don't really care. Ooh, you are not specially defensive at all, my friend. Oh, you've got your cuss stat. You're going to use taunt. So I can't use sleep talk. Smart. Unfortunately, this is the last turn that I'm going to be asleep. So it was kind of a waste because I'm just going to go ahead and use Scald anyway because I'm about to wake up. So, yeah. Either way, you're gone. It just... Whether or not... Well, you're going to get the spikes up anyway because I'm slower, so... Yeah, I don't really think that taunt had too big of a difference on the battle as a whole. Here comes Gyarados. Now, you're going to attack me physically, and my physical defenses are not that great. I'm just going to go ahead and Dragon Tail you out. Yeah. Yeah. Dragon Dance? No. You can get that out of here. I'm kind of glad I didn't show my hand with Dragon Dance, but no setting up, please. I don't like that. Go away. Here we go. Now, can Hydreigon get Thunderbolt? Somehow, I don't remember if it can, but I'm going to Dragon Tail anyway. Dark Pulse, okay. I don't think Hydreigon can actually get Thunderbolt. I actually flinched, wow. That's upsetting. Either way, I click another Dragon Tail here because, I mean, Milotic is a specially defensive tank, and yeah, here comes Conkeldurr to try and hit my physical defenses. But Dragon Tail's gonna phase you out anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that crit, oh yeah, that crit totally mattered. Here I go for another Dragon Dance anyway, or another Dragon Tail, because if I allow him to do Dragon Dance, it's basically over for me, so there's no reason for me not to go for Dragon Tail. You have Power Whip. Wow, I forgot Gyarados got that. I lived though. Here we go. And you're going to take me out with a Dark Pulse. There's no way that I'm living that. But just in case you messed up, I'm going to go for Rest. It was my misplay for me, forgetting that Gyarados can get Power Whip. But I did get quite a bit of damage off. And I'm thinking, right? Conkeldurr's kind of dangerous. You're locked into Dragon Pulse. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my Steel type, not take the spikes damage. If you use Dragon Pulse, it's not going to hurt me. However, I believe that you'll choose to switch. Because you threw in Conkeldurr on Milotic, which makes me think that you may have Thunder Punch. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Roar, just in case you try to throw Conkeldurr out. Dragonite too. You probably have Fire Punch on that with a Choice Band or whatever, but we're a phasing team, so it's all good. We're gonna we're gonna go ahead and play this game for a little bit. Second verse, same as the first, am I right? You really hate it. So here comes the Fire Blast. I'm gonna throw in Blissey. He knows he's faster. He knows he's gonna get a Fire Blast off. I don't want Skarmory to die, so we're gonna take this Fire Blast very quickly. I think we're gonna die, actually. We did not. That's impressive. You're locked into Fire Blast. Unfortunately, I think that is going to kill me. However, if it doesn't, then I'm gonna Seismic Toss you. But I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Unless that was like min-max. Yeah, that's gone, but it's okay. So, can't throw you out. I'm gonna throw out Garchomp because you're locked into Fire Blast. And Fire Blast shouldn't kill me. So, what do I do here? You may just take it and kill me, because that's actually probably the best move, but Garchomp has kind of outlived its usefulness. Not entirely, but a little bit. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. Lock into it. Ow. And you're gone. Hydreigon is a huge threat, especially with Scarf, so I really just wanted it out of there. Phasing it out with Milotic and later Skarmory really did help a lot, because now Galvantula can come in and kind of do some damage. Here comes Gyarados. I don't think you're Scarf considering that you're Dragon Dance, so we're just going to go ahead and finish you off with a Dragon Claw right now, because I'm pretty certain I'm faster than you. But yeah, we're just going to take out Gyarados. We're not going to mess around switching or anything like that. I kind of want to finish you off relatively quickly now. Now here's the thing about Dragonite. I think it's choice band, and I think it has extreme speed. I think it can actually kill me from here, but he's gonna throw in Conkeldurr. Interesting. You're probably gonna Mach Punch me then. I wonder if you could be banded. Because I have not seen the Flame War proc on you, but I don't think I left you out long enough to tell. We're just going to go ahead and Dragon Claw. Either way, it'll be fine. You're going to Ice Punch me and I'm dead. Good job from Dragonite, though. Now, I don't want to take extra damage from Mach Punch, and I really wish Gengar still had Levitate, because then these spikes would not be hurting me. But you can't Mach Punch me. I can use Psychic, and that'll certainly kill you, but Shadow Ball will also certainly kill you, and I think it'll do more damage to Dragonite. So that's what we're going to do. Then again, Sludge Bomb. That's also got Stab. We're going to Sludge Bomb for a little bit extra damage. Either way, I think this thing is mega dead with Life Orb. And Dragonite cannot extreme speed me because I'm a ghost type. So those priority moves are now off the table. Hopefully, these Stealth Rocks put Dragonite within range of being KO'd by Sludge Bomb. That is my plan, because I feel like it's banded. I feel like Dragonite did not come out nearly as much as it could have, and because of that, I think it's banded. But regardless, we're going to throw out this Sludge Bomb and try to get some damage off. And maybe kill. This might actually kill. Yeah. So that is a successful game. Pretty good for the first time being back. Got 800 battle points. Jeez, it's my third win in a row, apparently. I did test this team earlier. However, since the intro was a little bit longer, we're only going to have one battle for this video. But I am going to throw out another video later on this week on Thursday. So look forward to that. But with all that said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And until next time, I will see you guys later.